the Mapua Cardinals. And Prince, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, you know, it's funny because Perpetual, if you look at the numbers alone, they've committed 4 turnovers in the first quarter, no assists, just shot 2 out of 19, good enough for 10% from the field, compared to 28% shooting ng Mapua, 4 out of 14. But still, you're down 3, now make it down 6 as Clint Escamis knocking down a long bomb. But if you're Coach Mike Sagigit, matutuwa ka ba? Hindi kasi just down 3 ka lang kanina considering all the numbers not in favor of the Altas.
Again, nabanggit mo kanina yung numbers. Yung Atlas, meron silang 7 offensive rebounds. Ibig sabihin, they're not doing bad. Hindi lang talaga nila ma-shoot yung bola given the chances na meron sila. And yung Mapua, pumapasok lang yung mga tira nila. Again, first quarter pa lang to, long way to go for this game and a lot can happen dun sa second, third, and fourth quarter natin. So tingnan natin kung paano nila babawiin yung slow start nila.
Good challenge there by Barkuma. This is an interesting matchup. Barkuma guarding Escamis. Meanwhile, Hernandez, that was near the logo of the Philo Eagle Center, almost halfway down, but goes out. Remember, Paulo Hernandez is known for, he may be struggling with a shot the first 3 quarters, but crunch time, Hernandez gets the big shots. Escamis now has it, takes it against Barkuma. Bump, no problem for Clint Escamis. And if you're Barkuma, yes, you're giving up the height, mas may advantage si Clint, but the body, medyo he was trying to go for that offensive foul. Yun yung draw charge yung gusto doon ni Barkuma. Boral, the jumper, he overcooks his shot. Possession back to Mapua. Netura coming back in, replacing Peter Van Barkuma. Cuenco also back in, replacing Paulo Hernandez. And Jun Asuncion also checking in, replacing Jopet Soriano. Now let's go back courtside. Mickey Santos has more on the Perpetual Altas, this time on last game's hero for Perpetual, which was Mark Omega. Tell us more, Mickey.
Mark Denver Omega, o pwede natin katawagan bilang Omega. Pirate Killer delivered the winning shot on their game against the LPU Pirates. This previous volleyball player back in high school told me na first time daw nangyari sa kanya yon. Tila ba hindi siya makapaniwala na pumasok ang tira na yon at sana daw ay hindi ito panaginip. With that shot that he made, git niya na tumaas at lumakas daw ang kanyang kumpiyansa at naisip niya na kaya daw pala niya. Kayang makipagsabayan at kayang sumunod sa sistema. And to win this game and get the chance to be a part of the Final Four, ayon kay Omega ay may 3 bagay lang na sila ang dapat alalahanin. Yung daw ay ang depensa, sistema at pakikisama. Yan lamang para sa Altas, Andre Prince.
Maraming salamat, Mickey, for that update on Mark Omega. What a big game. Probably the biggest shot he took in his career with that game-winning 3. Meantime, Cyrus Netura scoring underneath there, getting his first basket in this game after going 0 of 2. Mark Omega, before that game-winning shot against LPU, he was 3 of 6 from downtown the whole season. He's only attempted 6 3-pointers, but that 4th made 3 by Omega this season was the biggest, probably, not just for this season, but his career. Asuncion lets it fly. Omega grabs rebound number 8. Omega averages close to 8 boards a game, and also the leader in offensive boards with close to 5 offensive rebounds a game. There he is again, getting the offensive board. Omega underneath, but could not finish. Omega now has 9 rebounds along with 3 points. Escamis attacks. Asuncion hands it over to Kobe. Dalisay for 3!
Dalisay, 3!
Quality minutes by Kobe Dalisay. Just 4 minutes in the game. First 3 gives Mapua their biggest at 9. Sasagutin! Yes! Para sa 3 ni Christian Pagangan, asking for the foul. Trading threes here. Escamis over to Boni. Bonifacio's jumper. Usually an easy 2, but Boni still no field goals. 0 out of 2. Netura will use this Omega screen. Off to Boral, guarded by Asuncion. And the field goal woes continue para dito sa Perpetual Altas. Just 2 of 7 here in this quarter. Escamis attacking all the way. And when Clint puts his head down, count that basket right away. They're up 8, 21-13, 5:07 remaining here in the second quarter. Hulog nga ng langit si Mark Denver Omega. He was just, as Mickey said earlier, the Pirate Slayer. It was a painful loss para sa LPU Pirates, losing by 1 thanks to that Mark Omega 3. 10 points, 12 boards, all in 27 minutes. And that only 3-point shot that he took in that game was the most important shot in that game, Prince, for that game winner, and to keep their Final Four hopes alive. And 4-game winning streak as well here in the second round. And Coach Randy is aware that he's facing the hottest team right now. Well, previously it was LPU was the hottest team with 5-game winning streak, but now Perpetual is on a roll, and they have their confidence way up. And while we see this play action for Pagaran, let's go back courtside this time to Mapua side. Aliana Faustino has more on the Cardinals.
Andre and Prince in a crucial game where it can be decided by a game winner. Expect the Mapua Cardinal in number 9, Paulo Hernandez, to take that shot. Now, you may have noticed after he scored his game-winning triple against the San Beda Red Lions, he was seen tapping his head. And when I asked him about this reaction, he says that was his way of telling himself, gising, because he has been struggling the past few games, and that may just be exactly what he needed to bounce back and get his game back. Now, he credits his endgame heroics to the readiness and trust Coach Randy Alcantara instills in the team. It is this team chemistry and effort that has propelled this Intramural Space Squad into the number 1 spot. Now, let's see if this big-time shot maker can take the Cardinals to the promised land. Andre and Prince?
Thank you so much, Aliana. Alam mo, Paolo was 0 out of 4 in the field in 15 minutes in that game. Meantime, John Abis finally hitting a basket, a much-needed basket for Abis if they want to keep their hopes alive here. That's his first field goal made, 5 points for Abis. He getting all his points from the free throw line earlier. Going back to my point about Paolo, he was 0 out of 4, Prince, in that game before that go-ahead 3 with 14 seconds remaining to give eventually Mapua the lead and the win, 71-69. Have you had teammates like that? Yung tipong kahit mag-struggle all game long, pero pagdating sa endgame, maaasahan?
Again, nabanggit nga ni Aliana kanina kung gaano nagtatrust si Coach Randy sa mga players niya. And isa yan sa mga pinaka-important aspects sa isang team. Kung paano ipapaintindi sa'yo ng coach mo na alam mo na kahit na anong klaseng tira yung ibigay mo sa kanya, alam mo na naniniwala siya sa'yo and pababayaan kanya kasi alam niya na ini-ensayo mo yun sa practice. And syempre, with those kinds of shot, lalo na kung meron kang green light sa coach mo, doesn't matter if 0 of 5, 0 of 8, 0 of 10 ka. If alam ng coach mo kung ano yung capabilities mo, yung mga ganong klaseng tira, ibibigay niya yun sa'yo. Doesn't matter. And in that case, na-shoot niya and worth it naman.
Great point there, Prince, as Rosilio drives. Gets fouled. Let's take a look at this play. Escamis. Good look to JC Recto. And Paulo is one of those, we know he's a big shot taker. But that's the thing. Kaya nga sinabi nga ni Aliana, napailing daw si Paulo kasi parang kailangan talaga sa last shot eh. Doon pumasok yung tira. And Paulo has done that so many times. Not just this season, but in his career, where he may be struggling the whole game. all quarters, all 3 quarters, and then pagdating ng dulo, dun tatama yung kanyang mga tira. 23-15 is the tally, 8-point lead for Mapua. 2:59 to go here in the first half. Stay tuned dito lamang sa GTV. Let's take a look at our featured matchup for today. Battle of the Bigs, Matira Matibay. I like that because that has been, this is the theme, basically, the last few remaining games of all 7 teams battling for Final 4 spots. Matira Matibay, Perpetual and Mapua featured today. Then Mark Omega and Warren Bonifacio. But so far in this game, Omega just has 3 points, 9 rebounds, an assist. Meanwhile, ito naman si Warren Bonifacio, still no points, 0 out of 2, 3 boards. And you were making a point earlier, Prince. Perpetual, despite their shooting woes, at just 17%, 5 out of 29. Check that. Jude Roque hitting that shot, closing the gap, just down 6. Pero di ba, hindi pa kalayo-layo dito Mapua kahit ganun kasama ang shooting ng Perpetual, Prince.
Again, dito papasok yung grit and yung kung gano'n nila kagusto talaga tong game na to. And based naman sa numbers, again, like what you said kanina sa stats, tingnan natin yung offensive rebounds na meron itong itong Perpetual. Meron silang 8 offensive rebounds. Ibig sabihin, 8 additional possessions para sa kanila yon. So, hindi man nila nasushoot yung bola, nalilesen nila yung possessions nitong Mapua.
Isa lang ang offensive rebound ng Mapua. In the rebounding department, that is where Perpetual has dominated this season. They're number 1 in rebounds in the league at close to 49 rebounds a game. Nitura, couple of fakes, nice pass at the last second. There's Nitura jumping over everybody without putback.
Speaking of rebounds, that's a tip-in. Another offensive rebound para dito sa Alta.
Escamis, slipping, almost losing the ball, goes down, Recto, lets it go and gets the 2, JC Recto, magpapiso-piso lang. That has been JC Recto's role in this loaded Mapua lineup. Recto knows how valuable he is despite being a rookie, coming from the Arellano Juniors program at 6'3", as we see this putback by Cyrus Nitura skying high, and then Escamis seeing his rookie JC Recto. You know, we talk about having a bruiser, having a guy who just rebounds, Prince. But how about Nitura? He's a rookie with a team that, no, alam niya naman eh. Hindi siya first option, hindi siya second option, hindi pa siya third option. Here he is, underneath over. That was a good pass by Recto over to Soriano. But again, going back to my point, that's been the story of Mapua for Coach Randy. From top to bottom, from 1 to 15, they bought into the system. They bought into their roles. They know you have Clint Escamis, who has the ball probably 80-90% of the time. And then you have Bonifacio. Then you have Hernandez. Then you have a couple of players like Jopet Soriano at the line. You have Obi Dalisay chipping in once in a while. You have Jun Asuncion knowing his role. You have Iniane coming in. Peter Rosilio. Then, yun nga, binanggit ko nga si JC Recto. Gano'n ka-importante having players like that as we see that Nitura miss?
Again, balikan ko yung sinabi mo, lahat ng players nila from top to bottom, they bought into the system. And by doing so, doesn't matter if you're the top guy, hawak mo yung bola 80-90% of the time, or hindi ka napapasok.
Obi Dalisay with another 3. That's one of the guys I mentioned, Prince.
Or hindi ka napapasok. again, yung tiwala na ibibigay ni Coach Randy sa inyong lahat is pare-parehas. Siguro, mas maraming shots lang para dun sa mga nandun sa taas. Pero, again, if you stay ready, opportunity and chance, papasok yan.
Pati, yung collapse ng defense,
Yes.
nandun naman sa mga, kumbaga yung just find your spots, dahil alam mo, idodouble yan si Bonnie pag nasa post. Si Clint, pag dumrive yan, magpo-collapse yung defense. Di ba? Like that happened. Kobe Dalisay hitting his second three. He knows he will get open spots.
You just have to stay ready. And pag dumating yung opportunity and yung chance na inaantay mo, you deliver. That's basically the story for this Mapua Cardinals.
And speaking of staying ready, that shot was open and pure para kaya Angelo Hensano. Oh, blocked by Pagaran. This Dalisay. Hensano, quality minutes. Pagaran, extra pass. June Roque for three. No. Put back. Wala pa rin. Hensano missing that. Easy put back. Hernandez ahead, but a costly turnover there. And that pass by Paulo intended for Cyrus Cuenco. 5 seconds left. Jelo Razon about to check in. There's foul on the screens. Razon comes back in. And Carlo Ferreras also coming in for the first time. This is for shooting, obviously, as Mike Sagigit brings out Abis and Helsano. Because with 5 seconds to go, you have shooters on the floor. You have Pagaran in the corner. Here's Razon. He has the ball. Razon attacking the pull-up to end the first half. Almost, but not quite. Para kay Jelo Razon. And that is the score at the end of the first 2 quarters. Perpetual still trailing here by 8.